afternoon, villagers and soldier by bloods. It's 2 p.m. here in the Lou, and welcome to the Philosophy Show. I'm Tweezy the Don, and I'll be here to guide you through the lessons of today of one of the biggest barriers of success, and that is fear. So we're going to be talking about fear inspired by the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Go check it out. And we're going to cover the 7 fears so you can overcome them to become successful. That's what we're about, becoming successful. Also going to be talking about the biggest scam in America, your people's Donald Trump. You know, your people's Donald Trump, he came, he in social media. He using social media he done use social media, and he's using social media to just, do what he doing up there. But we're going to break it down. I don't want to be talking about nothing and not having my facts to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get to that when it's time to get to that. But I just want to talk a little bit about my weekend. It's been a pretty good weekend, and it's been a pretty good week. I'm still shook up by this AD and Luka trade. It's really, I don't know what to think until I see Luka and them out on the court. I already know, AD getting down in Dallas. He a two-way player, so I'm pretty sure he'll be all right in Dallas. I the first initiative was like, man, I think Dallas got the better deal, but then, Luka a walking bucket. So we'll see. Right now, we're going to focus on how fear control our lives and how we can break free from them. So the first thing we got to know is, what are the 7 major fears that hold people back? The first fear is fear of poverty, and it causes anxiety, and it causes people not to take risk. The second fear is criticism. It leads to self-doubt and people-pleasing. Fear 3 is fear of ill health. It causes stress, hypochondriac, and sometimes make people sick. Fear 4, the fear of losing love. It can lead to insecurity and toxic relationships. Fear 5, old age. It leads to people fearing being forgotten and irrelevant. Fear 6, fear of death, fear of dying. It leads to people not living in the moment. The last fear, fear of failure. That just makes people don't even try. They don't even want to succeed. They don't even want to try to succeed. So with these 7 fears, these can be consciously or unconsciously. So you have to figure that out for yourself. But I had to do some reflection on what was I afraid of. Failure, fear of failure, but I did that. I'll give you a story. So back when I was in high school, I was pretty good in algebra because I like that type of shit, excuse my French, I like those type of things. So I was like answering the questions and all that, and somebody was like, made me feel, I don't remember exactly what dude said, but he kind of made me feel bad by answering all the questions. So I chilled out. So that's like fear of criticism, So, you just figure out, the first thing to do is figure out what you're afraid of, if you even that type of person, because some people don't want to be as successful as other people. But if you want to be a high achiever, figure out your fear. I think people be looking over instead of trying to tackle that, because we be going through things in a circle in repetition, and we get used to certain things, and we don't understand that it's fear. Even with the fear of poverty, I see a lot of people like that, man. fear of old age, fear of losing love. All of those things contribute to how you live your life. Fear controls your life when you, even if you don't think it does. Put in the comments what you believe you was fearing before you reach success, because we all successful in our ways, in our own way. So put in the comments the fears you see in other people and your own fears. Please do. I know people might have questions about what's the psychology behind fear controlling our lives. Well, I mean, if you study the history of people, you know we was primal. You know, we still have these primal things in us. Primal, tribal, I would more say primal, instinctive. Social media and all these comforts, or, you know, whatever, the instant gratification kind of knocking us off the whack when it comes to primal. So, you know, when certain fears come up, it ain't like back when we was primal, when we either ran or we fight or flight. You know, now we so comfortable that, you know, the way we move is just totally different. Fear activates surviving instincts, but in modern life, it really don't help us because we're too comfortable. That's just my humble opinion. Well, I know you probably asking, well, how do successful people conquer fear? I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. They act despite of fear, taking risks and embracing uncertainty. That's where we at right now. You have to train to do this. You have to know, you know, this is, you don't just, well, sometimes if it's just in you, it's just in you. So I can't speak for those. But if it ain't in you, you have to get up and practice it. That's how you're going to conquer fear. You got to be aware, and you got to be active and resilient and ready to take those risks. You know, don't be stupid, of course, but you gotta, you know, be tough out here. Get it? I'm gonna give you some examples on how to build daily courage and mental resilience. The first thing I would say is to meditate. You know, take some time out, listen to your brain, listen to what's going on. Also, journaling your fears and taking action toward them, you know, to counter it. And at the same time, surround yourself with fearless individuals. You know, I've been preaching this for a little minute, and it's really, I'm starting to understand how important your environment is, who you surround your people, who you surround yourself with. So get around people that ain't always on some fear stuff. Soldier by Bloods, what's your biggest fear? What's holding you back? Drop them in the comments. We want to hear your story. We going to the next segment called Straight Out the Book. Shout out to Daddy Rich. He couldn't be here today. Hey, prayers up to you, fam. Get well quick and have a full recovery. We're going to go to 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And it reads as thus. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. It's right there in the book. You know, if you want to be successful, it's definitely about discipline. You have the power. You have to want it. All right, Villagers and Soldier by Bloods, it's a reflection for you. How does faith help you overcome fear? Drop them in the comments. Let me know. Like I said, we want to hear your story. All right. That was Straight Out the Book. Now we about to go to Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. These have become like very close to me. I'm loving the creativity that's coming when I'm putting these soliloquies out. So hopefully y'all like this one. This is called Whispers of a Current. It's kind of different for me. I went into some realm when I wrote this one, and when I started to speak it, it just came out on a whole nother level. So I hope y'all like it. This is from my Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. It's called Whispers of the Current. Check it out.
Whispers of the Current. I move like water. No, I am water. Endless, shifting, unbound. A rock stands before me. Yet, does it know it is a rock? Does it understand its stillness? I do not stop to ask. I do not stop at all. I flow. Oh, but I feel it. I feel its weight, its presence, its defiance. To move as water is to know the touch of the unmoving. To know the obstacles, yet yield not to it. I wrap around it, take it in, and though the rock resists, time whispers a secret. It is not who must change. Time and tide, soft and unrelenting, and the rock, it does not leave. No, it becomes. It bends, it smooths, it fades. One day, I will pass, and where once stood a great stone, there will be nothing but whispers of its memory. For I move like water, and water never stops.
Hi, I am CEO of Louis Wood Production, Tweezy the Don. At Louis Wood Production, we specialize in bringing visionary content to life through cutting-edge media, production, and event management. Based in St. Louis, Missouri, we are dedicated to showcasing authentic stories, uplifting creatives, and giving a platform to artists, entrepreneurs, and entertainers who deserve the spotlight. Our work spans across music, podcasts, live events, and digital media in partnership with Village Global Network to ensure your talent reaches worldwide audience. What we offer: high-quality video and audio production, innovative podcast creation and management, artist promotion and development, event planning and execution. With over 8 years of experience, our team is passionate about fostering community, creativity, and connection. Whether you are an artist looking to amplify your voice or a brand seeking impactful sponsorship opportunities, Louis Wood Production is your one-stop shop for success. Let's create something extraordinary together.
They running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the ground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get it done. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody make a move unless we say so. Blood in, blood out. Yeah, we all about getting dough. We all about getting dough. We getting it.
another pretty day. Bowling Green as far as St. Louis. It is officially barbecue weather. Vito banging that boy Tweez, huh? This is for Kings Highway. Hell no, you don't see me, ain't no money where you be at. Fuck, you gon' see me and they hate where you be at. Now you don't see me as a sucker where you be at. No, you don't see me if they trippin' where you be at. That part, that part, that part. One thing for certain, two things for sure. Wasn't invited, motherfucker, don't go. What you said, and we were texting SMH. It is what it is, and make no mistakes. Goddamn club got where it starts too late. Overwhelmed by foo-foo, too grown to play. Enjoy setting with friends, some real Uno. Skip, reverse, change the color, draw for more. Now you don't see me, ain't no money where you be at. Fuck, you gon' see me and they hate where you be at. Now you don't see me as a sucker where you be at. No, you don't see me if they trippin' where you be at. That part, that part, that part, that part.
When I step up in the place, that's guaranteed money. A lot of smiles and grins, but I don't see nothing funny. Had to cut them clowns short. No, I don't play dummy. Setting up the table, cause I know the meal is coming. I don't fuck with who you fuck with, I don't see the point. If I'm smoking big blunts, why you rolling joints? Never legal with the promos, the people choice champ for Bowling Green to Collegeville, I'm stamped. We made a count, why you hating on me? Cause it's slated for me. Need to get up off your ass, you might get it, my G. Stop supporting them lanes, put most high in the game. Stop that capping type shit and stop passing the blame. I can't fuck with no haters, I done did that way back. Heart open, no jack, but homie became straight rap. That's facts, so I move accordingly. Stay cornball free, man, you can't get close to me.
Hell no, you don't see me, ain't no money where you be at. Fuck, you gon' see me and they hatin' where you be at. Now you don't see me as a sucker where you be at. No, you don't see me if they trippin' where you be at. That part, that part, that part,
You a fool, Vito banger.
that part, that part. That part, that part,
Hey, I wanna hear that one.
What it do, 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 we are back. I hope y'all like that, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. It's all love, man. Make sure y'all go and download the VGN app. Make sure you go to Soldier by Blood Television YouTube and subscribe. And go to Antoine Larry on Facebook and follow me if you see me. You gotta look for me. I don't be friending a lot of people. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about how many followers I have. I only care about views if it equates to dollars. So, follow us. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. Now, I know I hope you liked the soliloquy that you heard from the memoirs of a forgotten father, Whispers of the Current. Let me know what you think about that, you know? Let me know what you think about that and put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Now, this is the part where I think everybody loves and always want to tune in, and that's when we start talking about Donald Trump. Because he's the president, he won, you know. It was a red wave. It tore it up, so I can't take that away from them. And what everybody was saying and what everybody voted them in for, it's starting to, I'm not surprised about what's going on. You got to go do the research yourself. I can't sit here and put up the facts on paper and like put it up to the camera for you to read it, and that's boring. So I just bring you video, because that's mainly what y'all look at anyway. But you can go do your research and you can go check this stuff out, man. So if you feel like it's opinion, I mean, whatever. It's something that's going on. It's just like, how can I say it? It's kind of that fear. When we was talking about the fear, and it's like the fear of criticism, where you don't want to say a certain thing to hurt people's feelings, but it's like, if these things are true, what's the problem with us saying like you got food? And my thing is, I already saw what he was doing. You can tell by people moves what they're doing. And you can, unless you, I don't know. I don't want to make people think that I feel like they're ignorant, because you have a right to be whatever you want in life. You know what I'm saying? What I might think is ignorant is probably not ignorant. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying my best not to do that, but what I'm going to say plainly is Donald Trump got 34 felonies. He's a felon. Donald Trump don't like to pay his bills. This has been known. This is known facts. So it's like, my question was always, why would you vote for him? That was just my question. Like, I wouldn't, out of all these years, we made people hide their immorals, their immorality, at least try to cover it up, because we know everybody human, until Donald Trump got in. That still puzzles me, but I'm gonna continue on. We're gonna start with how Trump turned social media into a weapon. That's like I'm gonna be real with you. That was real genius of him, because he empowered and emboldened a lot of people who wasn't even into politics, or they got these weird, way off the wall conspiracy theory type people who seem crazy to normal people, but Trump got them to where I was listening to a lot of black people and their reasons for voting for him, and I just couldn't. My mental, I don't understand it. So that's why it's like I'm ignorant on that, and I'm straight. How can I say it? I'm accepting that I'm ignorant on that note, because I'm not. I mean, I've never been around a person who does like Trump, and it's been good for him, unless I'm your family. And I have to be a loyal family, so, I'm just not, that doesn't turn me on. I wouldn't want to be around a person like that, even if they are rich, if that's all you're tripping off of. How did Trump turn social media into a weapon? It was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. He dominated social media. He dominated a lot of things. Controversial statements, he made a lot of those. And that's really everything. Even with he almost got assassinated, twice. Who gets almost assassinated twice? Who trying to kill you, bro? I'm just not, it was a red wave. Who trying to kill you, man. Even the, and my thing is, if it was real, and I know people got, and my thing is, do I think Trump? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care. People would think, oh, well, why would you think? No, why would you not think that? He don't care. When have he cared? You please tell me. Only if it benefit him. Yeah, he care if it benefits him. If it don't benefit him, he don't care. I see it. I don't see why other people don't see it. What were the tactics used to create a cult-like following? I mean, we can listen. I'm gonna say it like this. The cult-like following started, of course, in 2016 when he won his first term. And that was because the backlash of Barack. People don't understand that it takes people time to adjust to certain things, and especially if it's culture-wise. What it does, we do integrate. I give America that. They do integrate, because you can take it back from slavery to becoming free. As far as African Americans, they had to get used to us being free. And then not just the civilians, the government. And you see that. That's why affirmative action happened, because people was going places getting their ass beat. Excuse my French. Getting their butt beat. Or they wasn't hiring black people. So that needed. So now that it's definitely way better, and we have to admit that on equality and being able to get riches. Now, if you ain't getting them, you might not feel what I'm saying. But if you want the pursuit and you trying to get it, or you understand it, whatever the case may be, then you feel you can do whatever. If you can be a bum on the street, you can be rich if you want to get it. You just got to get it. Now, do other people have got it, do they got an advantage? I mean, you can't sit back and trip off that. That ain't got nothing to do with you at all. But yeah, if you want me to answer, of course. LeBron them got advantages. Jay-Z them advantage. There's a lot of people that got, more than the president got advantage. So back to Trump. What was his, so, and I got off a little off topic, but back to the topic. It started back then. So with the culture catching up, you had people like, man, Barack, when I'm tell you a story, man, when Barack won, I was in a white person house when he won. I was actually buying beats from, I'm pretty sure it was his son. And he was in the room watching the election. I'm all on it too. I'm trying to hear, and I knew Barack won when he was like, fuck! And I'm not exaggerating. Like, he was pissed. That's when I knew Barack won. So it was a lot of angry individuals because they didn't think they would ever see that. It wasn't about them being racist for real. Well, I don't know about that part, but I don't think that was the main thing. It was just they wasn't used to that. That's what, people still using for Trump excuses. I ain't giving them, I'm not giving nobody no pass. That's not what I'm doing. It's just the point of, it is a transition that Trump took advantage of, and there was the people who was like, oh, we want it back like it used to be, when it hasn't been that way in a long time. But you just gave them that feeling because they was back there, and them people still alive. and he fed onto that. And obviously, it's in the younger people, but it's more with the younger people. We got food with the stupid talk of the lesser both. I ain't gonna say it's stupid talk. It really is true, and it was, I guess, it was very proven this election. But I'm gonna say it like this: we've been getting fed that they're all the same since we've been born. So it's like when you actually see somebody doing what Trump doing to the max, you like, oh well, at least he's up front with it. That's what I'm kind of seeing, you know. But he's really not. He's up front with it, but he's robbing you. And I don't understand why would you let somebody rob you. But to stay on how he built this cult following, it started with that. And once he got people behind him, he started playing the victim for rally supporters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like a victim. What he really did, that's how you knew what he was on, when he started discrediting the news and spreading misinformation. Like, he was just built for this. He was just built for it. So, you know, he just really was everywhere. It don't matter if you didn't like him or if you did. Most people follow trends, and he is a trend. He was, hey, you can't deny it. So those was the three tactics, man. Playing the victim to rally supporters, spreading misinformation, attacking the media, and discrediting news. Well, I ain't gonna say discrediting news, discrediting critics. And he used engaging algorithms to make his presence unavoidable. I mean, that was some Elon Musk, you know, that's something people, you know, wasn't thinking about, and I was peeping it because I'm like, wow, okay, he's doing his thing. So we be talking, and you know, it's like, okay, I'm seeing what you're saying, so what's the point? It's like, who benefits from this? Think about it. Who benefits from what Trump doing? Trump brand automatically benefits. He was selling gold sneakers. Who sell Trump selling? And that's when you heard what I said, sneakers. Not even tennis shoes. I said sneakers, gold sneakers. This is what Trump selling. Bibles with the Constitution. I thought y'all Republican, right? Conservative. I thought church and state was separate. Bible. So, I'm just saying. Conservative media definitely profited. Along with the lawsuit by Fox, I don't know how much money they really made, but you know, they got big money, so I don't know how it goes, but Fox News got sued for, I think, almost damn near 7.5 million, or was it billion? I don't know. They be moving money up there. I need to get a little bit of it. What else? And of course, social media. Like, people ain't trip off how social media got paid. That's why Elon Musk took over Twitter, and it's a lot of money getting made in social media, and we ain't the content creators unless you're not getting it. So trying to quit stunting. We don't do the stunt shit over here. Sorry, we don't do the stunt stuff over here. All right, now, how did what all Trump did, how did that affect politics today? I'm gonna tell you, it affects politics today by pretty much turning it into an autocracy. I think that Donald Trump pretty much for me, he make me question what is America really standing on. Because if it's all about manipulating the people to vote for you, I didn't look at it like that. I was looking at it as people was winning votes, you won my vote by your policies. No, Trump didn't win. I mean, I ain't gonna say he don't have policies because he's actually in there doing what he said he was gonna do. So I can't knock him for that. But I can knock him for, I mean, I didn't want that. So I didn't vote for him. So I didn't vote for those things, but how do I'm still trying to, I can't get past the 34 felonies, the lawsuit with the female where he was found liable of rape, pretty much. It's not allegedly. This been done. A president who say you can just grab them in the pussy. He don't have a lot of respect for females unless they're beautiful. So I'm still stuck there. That's why I be asking them questions. So, but if you got the answer, please put them in the comments. I'm just trying to. And my thing is, I don't think he's stupid. I think he's a brilliant individual. I just don't think he have any morals. That's all. That's it. That's all I'm saying. So how can I say this? The false information is just ridiculous now. Y'all thought we was getting fed false information before. Now it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like too much. So this point right here is the ultimate point too. Donald Trump represents sensationalism, not facts. You know what I'm saying? Sensationalism, not facts. That's what Trump did. If you can be a tough guy or a tough girl or whatever the case may be, it don't matter if you're wrong. It don't. That's what it looked like. That's what it seems like to me. If you can put a judge here and you can get a da-da-da here, it don't matter. You can't be wrong. You can have 34 felonies and still be the president and not do no time. You can gank New York and get away with it and not do no jail time. It's still people waiting on their money from Trump, and he's not thinking about it, but he's a billionaire. That shows you he don't have no morals. You don't have no obligation to pay people back. What are you teaching your citizens? That's weird. That's not the America that I fought for, But it is now. So hopefully we get saved. I got a question for y'all, man. I've been talking. Hey, villagers, soldier by bloods, what y'all think, man? Did he manipulate his followers, or is this the America that we want?
This is Democracy Watch. Mark, we have some major news here. There's a hearing happening today on Doge's access to the Treasury. This has obviously been an issue that has gripped the entire country for good reason. We shouldn't have random unelected bureaucrats with no oversight having access to all of our private secure information, including social security numbers. I'm going to put a tweet up here on the screen from Kyle Cheney from Politico. Judge Kolar Kotelly seems prepared to block Musk's 2 Doge allies detailed to Treasury from sharing any Treasury records with Musk or others outside the department. She wants a filing from DOJ by tonight to see if the government will agree to that plan. So can you give an overview of what we're looking at right now and whether this ruling, even against Doge, will actually be successful at stopping him from doing whatever he wants to do? And he hasn't seemed to be prevented from, nothing has seemed to prevent him from doing what he wants in the past.
Yeah, so this is a very important lawsuit brought by a number of labor unions, as you say, trying to protect the privacy rights of individuals and others who are in these databases, these massive databases in the federal government, this one in the Treasury Department. And, Brian, you and I, talk occasionally off air, and, you once said to me that you're getting flooded with people who are worried that their information is being accessed. And so are we at Democracy Docket. And I understand why, right? I mean, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of Americans count on the federal government in one form or another to send them either Social Security checks or disability checks. And they're in this database. I mean, all of us, frankly, are in this database, and they're concerned. What does it mean that not unelected bureaucrats, but really, cronies? I mean, these are people, some of whom apparently are barely out of high school, who, are rummaging around these big databases. And we are to assume that they both have good intentions, but also, Brian, that they know what they're doing, that they don't inadvertently, share this information or corrupt this data in a way that means people don't get their money, or that there's, a security risk to people having access to it. So this lawsuit was filed, very important lawsuit. We're seeing a lot of really important litigation being filed. So kudos here to this one, saying, look, this is a real problem. And the Judge Kolar Kotelly, I've appeared before her. She's a very serious and thoughtful judge. I think she was appointed by President Obama, if I recall. And she is raising the right question, which is, what is the access that has been granted, and who is it shared with? And she is focused in on this particular court order on that second question, which is, all right, so you got these people detailed to the Treasury Department. That's still put a footnote in that we ought to at some point, when crisis is averted, we ought to come back to that. But all right, but where does it get shared? And there is no reason, if they are detailed to the Department of Treasury, it should leave the Department of Treasury. And so the question will be, what will the federal government do? What will the Department of Justice do? And my prediction is they are going to hedge. They're going to hedge, because this goes to your point, Brian. Why does it feel like, Donald Trump and issued these illegal executive orders? You have Musk doing all this stuff, and it feels like a game of cat and mouse. Judge says no, and then they kind of take it in a slightly different direction, yet it doesn't seem like anything changes. And that is because the Department of Justice lawyers are hedging, and they are thinking that they can game this system, and they're going to be on the wrong end of a judge. And maybe it'll this case, one of the other cases, where they will have made a big mistake and they will land themselves in a whole lot of trouble before that judge.
Mark, what happens in the event that they're already doing what the judge is going to preclude them from doing? It seems like what they're doing is moving as quick as they can and then asking not for permission, but for forgiveness after the fact. So isn't the toothpaste out of the tube at this point? Aren't if they're going in right now and getting the information that they want to get and gaining access to everything without asking anybody, but just kind of shoehorning their way in, aren't we litigating an issue that we're already a few steps behind on?
I mean, don't believe for a second that Elon Musk's money is going to dry up, but Elon Musk's competitors' money might dry up now that he has control over the treasury system and he can determine who gets paid and who doesn't. This is a capture of our government by Musk and his billionaire friends, and it is pretty amazing to me, to your point, that Republicans don't see it. It speaks to how much control the billionaires and Donald Trump have over Republicans, that they are just trying to pretend that this corruption isn't existing right in front of our faces.
I mean, y'all can check this out yourself. Go do what you're doing. Autocracy. Look it up. Follow the money. Look it up. Elon Musk. Look it up. What Trump was trying to get? Immunity. Why would you want immunity? Because he know what he was going in there to do. Official acts. Everything he's doing now is considered official acts because he's president now. He's slick. They already did it as a judge. They already made that clear. And he can make up the things with being a president. He done figured out executive orders. You can do them all day. You know, if you are more, it's just like you can eat cookies all day. And you can eat cookies every day of your life if you wanted to. But that wouldn't be a good choice. You know, but this is what I am going to say. Y'all voted him in. So with y'all voting him in, I'm not surprised on what he's doing. And trip off, and I know people, he has the ability to do whatever he wants without people tripping off of it like that. Like, not the mass majority not gonna trip. Not enough people tripping off of it where it matters. So he's gonna do whatever he want to do. So I'm gonna say these words again. Trump, Elon Musk, Trumpism, follow the money, autocracy, look it up. I don't think once you know, it's either gonna go this, it's either the pendulum gonna swing this way or it's still going that way. I don't know where it's gonna go because the way, I mean, once you get the worst, and I think I definitely think he played politics the best. Like people say he ain't no politician. He was the best politician I ever seen because he lied and told the truth so perfectly that it didn't matter that he was racist. You know, it didn't matter that he lied on Haitians. Who cared? Like, I know I cared, but I'm saying it was a red wave, so it was a lot of people who didn't care. It was a lot of people who didn't care. I straight saw it in the votes. So, immunity, a lot, just like he got those 34 felons, he did that. He was proven, he went to court, it was done. It was no conspiracy theory. There were 12 jurors, and they voted. 34 felonies. It's real. He got those. And y'all still voted for him. Immunity. He's living his best life. And my thing is I can't be mad at him because I can't be a hater. I can say I still wouldn't vote for him knowing that he won. I would never vote for him, but I can't be a hater because he's living his best life. 34 felonies and become the president? I mean, come on. All right. Today, we discuss the 7 fears that hold us back and how to combat them. And we talked about the biggest scam in America, how Trump weaponized social media. Next week, we'll be diving into another deep discussion. So make sure y'all tune in. This Tweezy the Don signing off. And remember, fear is a choice. And so is success. Hey, until next time, this the Philosophy Show.
Woo! 16-pad ring. You a fool for this.
You know I had to go get the steppers, right?
We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. In the beginning that was life, so I was let's be friends. But at the end of the night, it was by my ends. I'm on the ground with my grind. You can't deny that I'm great. The only thing you can do is up the level on hate. Trump supporters wanna clean our plates. This guy's debate, killing delay. We on the slate team, and we ain't talking about holidays. Not for gunplay, but money making their way. But if you wanna take it thorough, we can make it rattle. We prepare the cattle, and we our best at battle. They said I was gossip when you brought me in this, but it's my everyday struggle that got me this. It was my mama on welfare, my daddy on crack rock. The grind don't stop. I was raised by hip hop. This one for the culture, black excellent hood nurture. We was raised with virtue. It's our time. We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God.
Back inside the lines then, put the paper to pen. We form Voltron, legal women and men. Destroying competition with a devilish grin. Set the pace in the race, cause we winning again. We the best, Midwest, house blessings bestowed. Dominate the interstate, so these suckers will know. You can't penetrate or integrate, the dungeon is closed. Okay, we liquidate, now you're living exposed. Technique, when we speak, rap rugged and raw. Transparent and translucent, going bar for bar. Rap right like two wheels on the back of a car. Like tight like vice grips on the lid of a jar. We haven't sent, pay the rent, courtesy of the team. It's inevitable, how we severing dreams. It's commendable, how we stepped on the scene. We separating God shit from your devilish schemes.
We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God. We talking God shit. Who you with when life is limitless? You built the script simultaneously while you lift the gift. Trust and only I can get us out this hill.
What's that you talk?
You know we only talking God shit.
Yeah, God shit. Great orderly direction. Showing you how intelligence triumphs. God shit.